What's going on, everybody? It's Wild Willie and welcome back to the channel, you guys. And today we are launching the Rookie Hunter, again, a brand new series. I went ahead and I got a new Steam set up, a new Hunter profile set up, and we went ahead and we verified our email to go ahead and just verify our email because I believe we get some guns or something like that. But it's been a long time, and I figured the only way that we're going to bring back this series is if we go ahead and start fresh with a brand new Rookie Hunter to go ahead and end off 2022 going into 2023. I'm kind of still messing around with a few things. I think I finally got my OBS to work the way that I want it to work, but we're still learning stuff, a different editing software, a whole different PC and everything else like that. So I'm kind of curious on how this edit is actually going to pay out and work out, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and kickstart today's episode off with the tutorial, and then we'll go ahead and dive into the interface and what missions to go ahead and select and my recommendations and everything else like that. You guys might not agree with how I'm going to go ahead and do things, and if you notice me looking up like that, I think my camera settings are good in my syncing of my mouth. Yeah, we should be good. We should be good. I changed some settings. I'm just gonna go ahead and double check here real quick. But you guys, thank you guys so much for tuning back in. Let me go ahead and double click this custom. Yeah, custom. Yep, matches everything. All right, so that should be good. So on the one video, my mouth was not synced up on the Way of the Hunter because it was recording in 4K 120 FPS. You can't do that when you only record at 1080p, I guess. But you guys, we're gonna go ahead and launch the tutorial before things get too crazy. I'm going to be watching my CPU and everything else like that. I'm recording on the X264, which is only my CPU, but my CPU is pretty beefy. The Ryzen 9 5900X, so it should handle it. But I'm also recording two 1080p screens, my webcam and the gameplay, to go ahead and lay them over top of each other to making shorts and TikToks and stuff like that a lot easier, guys. So we're going to go ahead and launch up the tutorial here. And when we launch it up, I think we're going to go ahead and try to change. Whoa, that was really bright. I think we're going to go ahead and try to change some stuff up here. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to, oh, no, a little bit more. Oh yeah. Okay, we're just going to leave that one off. We're just going to leave that one off. So the last time I did not do the tutorial and my image sharpening is on. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So once we go ahead and load this up, I'm going to go ahead and kind of close it out. I'm going to go ahead and turn on game capture over display capture and hope that app at work. So let's go like this. Let's go like this. I've been having so many problems. There we go. Game capture is working. I've been having so many problems with game capture on games. So we are here. Howdy hunters, you look new. I'm Doc, the warden, the evergreens, hunting reserve. Okay, carry it on the hunt. Okay. So wrong type of ammo. So add a slot and a scope for this for our 243. We're gonna go grab that out of our backpack. Go ahead and grab that out of our backpack also. Weapons, we can't do anything, so we're kind of doing the tutorial. The sensitivity feels a little fast to the left. Yeah, a little fast. All right, so we can't run. Okay. Go ahead and get here. So take a few shots at different distances. So go ahead and hold space to hold your breath. Oh my goodness. Oh, I forgot on how much leveling up your guns matters on this game. Holy cow. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, so take a few shots off the mats. Get some bullseyes here. Ooh, a little off. Exit the range. Okay, so we did it. We're good. Great. Okay, so by default, shift and control. Control is going to go put you to crouch and then all the way down to prone, and then shift will go ahead and bring you back up. C will actually toggle your run or your slow walk. So we exited the range. This is my first time doing the tutorial on this game, to be 100% honest with you guys. My first time, and we're on Logger's Point. Hit tab to equip the hunter mate. Okay, cool, like that. And then M, tab is your hunter mate, M is map, and here is everything on the map. We are on Logger's Point. We'll go ahead and get into more detail about that kind of stuff when we start picking up missions and hunting and do our first actual hunt. When the hunter beeps or something registered. Okay, so we'll dive into this. We'll get into this as we go. I'm not too sure. Sometimes my camera will autofocus and I'm not too sure why. It's face tracking, so it doesn't do anything when I do that, but sometimes it just blurs and refocuses on my face. Maybe when I move my hand up. Nope, see, still tracking my face. I'm not too sure why. All right, so we're heading to the marker that's shown on the hunter mate, you guys. I'm so excited to be back on the hunter class. Ooh. Okay. Well, it kind of just launches you. Absolutely launches you. Okay, and so you kind of lose your function as the map. So they want us to find our first track, which these colors can be all changed in your settings, and we'll get into that. But I kind of like the red color. Okay, start following those tracks. Okay, we're gonna follow tracks. Let's go ahead and see what it put us on. Mule deer roaming. So we went and harvest our first track. We're gonna go ahead and scope out and look for our next set of tracks. I'm not too sure if we have to play. It's a tutorial. I don't think we really have to play too slow. Follow and ID tracks, and this is also how you go ahead and level up your tracking skill. Fun note, by following the tracks. So let's go ahead and get on with it. Like I said, number 1 is going to go ahead and be your rifle slot, and number 4 you have your collar, number 5 your binos, but you guys can change that in the lodge when we get there. Let's go ahead and pick up some deer poop. All right, so he can't be too far. Okay, so the circle means animals less than 200 meters away from us. So in this instance, you kind of want to already be crouched type deal, but it will not let us do crouch or stealth or anything else like that. So actually a bedding area. Okay, so you will come across these. I'm sorry if I'm kind of skipping out on the dialogue and stuff, because we will cover this when we start playing and stuff like that. But a bedding area, that is very surprised that they actually kind of show you guys that, because I've really never found too many bedding locations in the Hunter, to be honest with you guys. I don't know if you guys have. Let me know down below how many bedding spots you guys have found, and if you guys find them often. I know a lot of times when I find the bedding locations when I'm kind of walking and being very quiet, but most of the time there's a doe bedded in it, so we kind of kick them up or we kind of avoid them. Never really sit there and look at them or track them. All right, so now it's having us crouch, and it kind of tells you on the top left there what to do. Okay, so collar number 4. Let's go ahead and use our collar here. So number 4, use our collar. Left mouse button will go ahead and do the bleat. Go ahead and call them in, and this collar does have a range that it'll reach out to. Oh, right there. Okay, so they literally spawn the deer right here in front of you. There's a nice little mule deer buck here. So we got to spot it. And spotting we'll get into, you guys. It's a way of leveling it up, and it tells you the weight, the gender, and how big that this animal possibly is. The more you level up, the more information that you get. I have my 243 equipped, but I'm a little ahead of you guys here. You're gonna let this deer literally get up here in bow range, ain't ya? Hold your breath with the space bar and squeeze off and put a nice shot. That's what I got out of that. Let's go ahead and take a shot. Decent shot. Center mass. Okay. First melee down. Nice. Okay. So the tutorial is kind of teaching you the fundamentals, which we'll learn as we go. You guys will pick up on this and learn more and more as you carry on. Here is our blood splat right here. Mule deer roaming. It kind of looks like lung. Probably a single lung, maybe a liver, because how close he was. So the harvest screen shows our animal's been shot. Okay, let's go ahead and pick him up here. Just single lung, kind of what I thought. So 130.3326 is our score, and that gives us 59 GMs, and GMs is actually in-game money currency, and that is what we're going to be chasing and working towards to go ahead and build a free-to-play hunter. So let's go ahead and resume here. We harvested our mule deer. Restart tutorial, end tutorial. We're going to end that tutorial. Go ahead and end things up right here. Let's go ahead and turn back on our display capture. All right, guys, so it booted me out. I had to re-log in, reopen the game, and do everything else like that. But here is my new rookie hunter name. If you guys want to go ahead and add me, I really want to try to do live streams and interact with people more and more on the game itself with this series. But I also really want to focus on showing you guys everything that I know for anybody who's getting new and involved, or anybody who's experienced and want to just enjoy watching somebody make a new account, and hopefully that they can get on board and maybe try and redo it themselves. But we're here at the home screen. Just had to show you off my name there, so you guys can go ahead and add me up. So you guys will be greeted at this screen right here, and we are kind of going to be following along the same lines as the first playthrough of the rookie hunter that I did, with maybe some different changes. But to begin with, we're going to be focusing on Logger's Point, because I want to say there's 5 or 6 missions that you can go ahead and complete on Logger's Point and get some decent GMs. That actually did not give us our money for that tutorial, which is kind of weird, but Once you're here, you want to go ahead and jump over to the missions tab that is located right here. And we'll go ahead and click on the missions here. And these are your daily missions also. So you can go ahead and spot a bighorn sheep, and that'll give you a 100 GMs reward. That's on Timbergold Trails. That's up in the mountains. And so you did this one today. Tomorrow you come back, and so on and so forth. And on day 4, it gives you a bonus of 500 GMs for completing the mission. But we're not worried about the dailies right this second, because that's kind of a hard daily, because a spotting scope or some kind of rifle scope with zoom would definitely be recommended for going up in the mountains looking for the bighorn. So we're going to be jumping over to the regular missions right here, and you can go ahead, and they've changed this completely. So we have filters now, we have favorites, we have active, we have available, and then mission packs here. So we can literally sit here and select our reserve loggers point. Let's go ahead and filter out all of the loggers point ones, and it gives us some right here. So available, whitetail. What is this one? A feral hog. I mean, track a whitetail. I mean, there's a whole bunch to do, but I do it the old fashioned way. We're going to be going ahead. First thing is, we got to do the whitetail one first. Okay, so you're kind of limited. So you only have a couple available here, and we're going to go ahead and pick those up, and it's all to do with whitetail deer. So I guess we can go ahead and do this one too. I really don't like to clutter up my active missions to go ahead and start with something. But we can go ahead and I think that this is kind of self-explanatory. Game management, it goes ahead and shows you your trophy lodge, baits, sites, and everything else like that. But I kind of think I don't even remember where game settings right here. I think your game settings is all about your computer. Don't worry about mine or anything else like that. I mean, it's just how it is. It's just whatever is going on. So once that's said and done, you guys, you went ahead and you claimed your 3 missions, and we're going to go ahead and I already kind of forgot. I'm all over the place, you guys. I'm just so excited to be doing this. So we got to harvest a whitetail deer, which I believe can be a doe. I believe it can also be a doe. And then spot a deer, whitetail, and then locate 3 whitetail tracks from the same animal. So that's not too hard. So now we're going to go over to the hunt now, drop down to single player, click over to loggers point, and we're going to go ahead and drop our game time down to 7. We'll put it about 7. I think that'll be a good time. And then we're going to go ahead and spawn in the South Lodge here. So let's go ahead and get the game started. And we'll go ahead and check out our loadout and see what else we have that we can put in. All right, guys, we are in our game. So literally our first hunt, we got a couple missions. We got to look for some whitetails. I recommend this for everyone. Kind of just go like this, kind of follow this road around like this. More than likely you get some whitetails that call from around in this area, but you can also get mule deer action going on over here. It's kind of in the middle part. So if you walk slow enough, you can get some calls and go ahead and identify them and put your stalk on. Or if you're more focused on doing missions like we're going to be, we're just going to go ahead and look for whitetail. So I is for our inventory, and this is where anything you buy or anything that you own will go. What is this? Oh, a carbon. We're going with that one. I like that one. That one looks a lot better. So let's go ahead and equip that. And we have our scope. So you got your ammo and your scope and your unequipped carry items, which go in your backpack. So we got our 243, we got our scope, we got 10 rounds, we got the rest of our 20 rounds in our backpack, and we have a weapon slot 2. And we actually can go ahead and throw on the 12 gauge shotgun and go ahead and add bird shot, buckshot, and slugs. So with this, don't quote me, it was like this last time, but with these 2 guns, the 243 and the 12 gauge ammo, I believe it automatically replenishes, so you do not have to buy it, unlike any other gun. So we're just going to take some bird shot. Oh, we've already maximized our weight. I don't want the camp. No. Just going to grab bird shot. 30 rounds. Give us any clothing? We got some winter gear there, some winter gear there. So yeah, we're naked. No camo, no nothing. But I took off the camera. I'm not too worried about it. And I always put my binoculars to hotkey 4, calls starting at 5. ranging all the way up to 9. That's just how I've always done it. I found it to be the easiest way to do it. The clothing we'll get into more when you start buying items and stuff like that. But so we got our 243 and then a 12 gauge. I'm taking some bird shot just for pheasants and rabbits, maybe after we get a whitetail. So let's go ahead and do that. Another thing to always remember, you guys. So number 1 will be your primary, your 243. Before you leave your lodge, you want to go ahead and hit your keybinds to go ahead and load up your rifles and shotgun. If you guys have been here long enough, you guys know I love single shot shotguns, you guys. It's what I grew up using, and I still use it sometimes to this day. But we're just going to go ahead and play it nice and slow. Like I said, this can be very tedious, time consuming, and slow paced. I can't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure wherever you spawn is 200 meters around you or 250 meters around you that the animals do not spawn in. So that's just one little side note to kind of keep in the back of your head. I know it's really doesn't apply quite yet, but like I said, my biggest thing is I always reload the guns before rolling off the lodge, and I always put my binoculars to 4 because it's literally right above your W key. I mean, it's feels comfortable to me, and I definitely like to keep binoculars, and then starting at 5 to 9 is all calls. And then even up to like 9, maybe we do like wind indication. But like I said, we'll get into all of these details in the future. The more and more we progress and learn more about the game. But we're kind of just kind of cruising now. So literally we're just kind of cruising. We're looking for any kind of indications for tracks or any kind of ID from calls and just kind of glassing. I definitely do realize these are some tips that I've found that work for me better. Kind of walking, and you kind of put your face of your hunter kind of down like this. You can't really, kind of restricts you from zooming, but it kind of blurs out the sun effect a little bit there, and it makes it more clear to see off and in the distance. I'm pretty sure I covered all the keys so far. Oh, other than X. This is for people who have not changed any kind of keybinds or anything else like that. X will go ahead and give you a free look to look left and right and up and down more, and we'll get into more of that because there's a lot of cool things you can actually do, like when you're in a tree stand with X and stuff like that, to actually look around the tree, and there's a lot of cool things you can go ahead and do with that. But I definitely recommend, my ear's a little itchy, I definitely recommend kind of playing it slow. We're really not playing it too slow right now. I'm more or less just kind of out looking and glassing. This is kind of the route on Loggers Point when I spawn at this location. I kind of do. You can get into rabbits right here in these trees and all along this road right here. This is actually the area where once we get so far into the rabbit missions, we'll actually have to use a longbow to shoot a rabbit from a tree stand that's not spooked. And this is the area that I recommend doing it in. It's tricky, but it's a lot of fun. I found it very, very fun. I've got a lot of little tricks to go ahead and maximize on how fast we can get the goose missions done and stuff like that. Let's just go ahead and keep looking around. Right there it is. So that was an ID, that was a clue. That was a mule deer doe calling in the distance. So you pull out your hunter mate, you left click on ID, and it'll actually show you in a general direction on where that call came from, but it's a mule deer. So like I said, the mule deer are going to be somewhat over here. So I'm going to want to kind of rotate back to the left here. I do know whitetails get over in this area, but I don't think until later on in the hunt. The females, does, female rabbits, pheasants, hogs, everything else like that does not give you guys GMs for money. So you definitely want to focus on the male animals, other than I think goose, magpie, and ducks. Correct me if I'm wrong down below, but I'm pretty sure the small game females do give it to you. I know does don't, mule deer does don't, Roosevelt cows and stuff like that. So I think big game females do not give you any kind of money. It's only the males, but into the small game, you should get money towards unlocking and buying stuff from the small game females, if I remember right. So now that we know that mule deer doe, I could go after the mule deer doe, but we are, like I said, we're focused on getting the whitetail done. So that mule deer doe was right here. So I want to avoid that area. There could be a mule deer buck up there. Like that one right there. Like that one right there. Is that him? Yeah, that's a mule deer buck. I'm trying to get the spotting on him. Oh, we have a call. We have a call. What am I doing? We have a call, you guys. Don't forget that. I don't know how I just seen him, but we're going to get ourselves up to some high ground here. It's not what we're after, but it's money, you guys. It's going to be our first harvest. So we want to make sure he's in range, but we want to be careful here. So some of you guys might know the, oh, what is it? The brother of 4 or brother of 5 on Loggers Point, where you can actually get 5 mule deer bucks in a group. And usually there's an absolute giant in that group, but it looks like he's solo. So he's about the same size as the one that we shot in the tutorial here. Let's go ahead and just make sure you guys always focus on getting some spottings. We're set up in a decent position here. Like I said, if I was to be kind of, ooh, there's a buck grunt. We want to grab that just to go ahead and level up our tracking for the mule deer. But if I was to continue sprinting or fast walking with that doe right here, just to try to get around her, I probably would have busted him and I never would have seen him. But we want to be careful because we're here for whitetails. I'm not seeing anything. No audio clues from the whitetails, but we're going to head off in that direction once we go ahead and shoot this one right here. This mule deer buck. As you guys can imagine, once you fire a shot, anything in a certain area, 250, maybe 300 meters, actually does spook because of the gunshot. So it's kind of like a reset. And we got a doe coming through right there. It's probably the one we seen the audio clue from. Yeah, she's alone. I'm going to get the spot though. Yeah, she stopped perfect right out in the open. Nice. So we got the spotting for her. I think we can take a shot. We're proned. I think we can probably get a shot off here. His shoulder's a little forward. We're going to try it. No, he's going to move. Okay. Next time he stops, I think we should be able to get a shot. For you guys who don't know, I'm sure 90% of you guys know, right behind the shoulder, double lung. And if you really get froggy, you can go a little lower and go for that heart shot. But something like this, his front shoulder's forward. I'm going to bury it at the base of his neck. Nope, we're not. We're not going to bury it at the base of his neck. I was going to go for that neck here to a single lung and possibly even a liver if we had enough bullet penetration. So once he gets to the top of the hill, I'm not too sure about my wind. We got to be careful here. He just called again. He's frisky. He's frisky. He wants that doe and heat that's bleating his name. All right, come on. All right, as soon as he stops, he should give us somewhat of a shot here. It's going to be a little bit of a hard angle, but I feel like we're going to tuck it in the front shoulder there. Oh, we dropped him right in his tracks. We dropped him right in his tracks. He was at shotgun range. I don't see anything else that spooked. I seen the one female. I'm kind of looking around. If we did see something, we could go after it. I don't. Oh, what was that? I think that was a rabbit. There's a rabbit way out there. Yep, there's a rabbit right straight in front of me. I don't know if you guys can see it. Dead center of my screen, there's a hill. There's a little hill right there, and you can actually see a rabbit sitting right there. I don't think I'll be able to see it on my binoculars even. Right there on the screen. I don't know. You guys probably can't see that. But so we shot. Let's go ahead and make sure our gun is reloaded. We're reloaded, so we can go ahead and kind of run a little bit here. Got our first mule deer buck down. I'm kind of curious if it actually hit double lung. Like I said, I hugged that front shoulder pretty tight. Oh, we actually shot a little lower, and we got a lung and heart. So 153, and we get a 71 GM. So now you guys go and taxidermize, but we don't have the money for that. We can resume game, or we can go and take a trophy shot. Achievement unlock first mule deer. So we're in our trophy shot pose. WASD to go ahead and move things around. And then I believe space. Yep, space. We can go ahead and grab our buck and kind of move him around in any direction that we want. Go and get him all postured up, show off his rack, drag him around, put him in the dirt, pick him up, zigzag him around, kind of just try to get your trophy shot pose that you want. I'm gonna go ahead and take a second here to maybe try to get a good one. I get a nice picture with this buck. Go ahead and grab our guy. So you can grab your guy and you can hit 1 while you're in this menu and kind of get him postured up. Then you hit space again to go ahead and zoom in, and then mouse wheel to go ahead and zoom. Let's go ahead and just snag a picture. Go ahead, and then you got filters up here, which I always like this one. I always like chroma, kind of vibrant. Let's go ahead and accept that, and that actually saves to your computer also under the hunter files, under pictures, I believe. So we got a mule deer buck, made 71 bucks. Not a bad way to start. But like I said, once we kind of got that call, we started playing a little slower. If I was to literally just run, there's no way. I don't think there's any way I would have ever seen him unless he was already running away. I thought he was going to spook when we kind of first spotted him, because it kind of looked like he turned a little bit and looked like he was ready to run. But I'm going to go ahead and continue on, start picking up some tracks. We'll go ahead and head in this direction for a couple minutes. Hello.
It's working now.
Okay, that's good.
So I just want to let you know.
All right, babe.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. All right, so these tracks were some bunny rabbits hopping. Like I said, this is a hopping area for bunnies. See what I did there? See what I did there? Roman bunny rabbit. So we're gonna get out our shotgun. I believe, oh, see, there he goes right there. One right there. Or am I just seeing things? I think maybe I just seen a butterfly. I think I just seen a butterfly. You do run a risk on doing what we're doing right now, because we need missions. You need to remember that you need missions, but rabbit hunting is so much fun. Oh, it's so much fun. I think rabbit hunting in this game is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. There's a bunny right there. Should be one right there. There's another one straight in front of us, maybe? No, that's not him. But yeah, so if you're being slow enough, you can literally walk right on top of these rabbits, and when you get so close, they go and like get spooked and jump up and run away, just like you're kicking a brush pile hunting for them in real life. But we're about to that area that I really want to. Oh, see, like that right there. There goes one. There he goes. I don't know if we hit him. He was right here. He was literally right here. We walked right on top of him. I don't think we hit him. Oh, maybe we did. Nope. There he goes. He's way over there. Ah, just like I was saying, you can slowly walk and kick him up. Dang it. That stinks. That really stinks. And then another thing too. Q is to auto walk. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of. I think I'm gonna cut it here. I don't want to drag this on too much. Now that I just shot, everything kind of pushed out. So we're just gonna go ahead and slowly walk and kind of make our way up to this point, and kind of glass all of this as we go. And I really hope that we can go ahead and get on a whitetail buck sooner rather than later to go ahead and get on to the next mission, so that we can go ahead and unlock the rabbit missions, go after rabbits, identify tracks and stuff like that, to go ahead and get more money in our bank and start to unlock more items as we go. A big thing too, and as you guys are walking along, definitely go ahead and check out the tracks, go ahead and identify them. That will definitely help you out in the long run with IDing animals and leveling up your tracking as well. And then, like I said, if you get the opportunity, spot every animal that you can to go ahead and level up the spotting for that animal. Just little things that will go ahead and make your life a lot easier. That was a rabbit. I think that was a rabbit, but that will definitely make your life a lot easier in the future for identifying animals and stuff like that, to give you the score, the body weight, and then even with your tracking, we'll go ahead and show you the weight of the animal, the estimated score, and then it even breaks it down into the percentage of blood and percentage of life of that animal after the shot, so you know if you're getting close to finding your animal. Just little tips and tricks that I find to be very helpful. And we actually have a whitetail buck right there. There's a buck right there. There's our rabbit that we were looking for right there, you little son of a gun. I don't think he's in range for the caller. That rabbit is right there. That was the one that just scurried away from us. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of we're gonna play it slow. We're gonna get up to this ridge line here, so we have a great advantage of him. I'm kind of hoping that he comes down that swale. So more than likely, it'll be another chest shot right here. And another thing too is once he's attracted from wherever you call, he is basically gonna beeline right for that call. And so now that we're called directly behind us, when we're walking towards him, it's gonna be a front chest shot. But if I called from there and I went and sat on top of that rock, more than likely he's gonna walk straight into there. So then we get our broadside shot. Just a little, we'll get more in depth with that when we get a bow. You really learn and capitalize on little tips and tricks once you kind of start bow hunting. But we're risking it here by crouch walking up to here. I seen a nice rock here to go and get perched up on. But as soon as we break the top of this rock, we'll definitely know more information on him. He looked like a pretty decent little whitetail buck, maybe an 8-point or so. Getting a little parched. A lot of talking. Not quite used to it, you guys. Not quite used to it. We're getting back to it though. Gosh dang it, that bunny's right there. Right here right here to our left. All right, where did he go? This is very thick. This is a lot thicker. This was a mistake. I think we just done goofed. Yeah, I can't see him. He should have been somewhere right here and straight in front of us. I don't like it. I underestimated this. Do I have anywhere to go to my left? Oh, we could ruin our hunt right here. I'm gonna kind of back off. He might stop. I'm gonna try to get up by that stump, but he's coming at us. Yep, that's my bad right there. I really should have called from right here, called a couple times, then got up to the stump here. Go ahead and keep him interested by calling again. Yes, he could come right to this spot on a beeline, but we're trying to get some height here. I really messed that up because I thought that that ravine in between me and that buck was actually a lot bigger than what it was, but it wasn't. It was like had like 3 stages to it, and we had some brush right in our way. But I think this should put us in a. Oh, he's right there. He's not attracted. He has yet to get attracted, you guys. Okay, that's good. I lost him in the ravine. Okay, so I should have marked him, but we did not. So now we can kind of play a little. Let's get back up to where we were. Oh man, this is stressful, you guys. Usually by now, on my other account, he would have already been blasted. He's right there. We can see the tip of his rack. But like I said, this call does not, I think it's 150 meters. I want to say it's very, very short on when these deer get attracted to this call. Nothing like the grunt call or anything else. But he's right there. We still see a rack. Hoping to see it turn. We just lost him over that hill. All right, let's see. Can we see him? I don't see him. Do we think he's attracted? And I feel we're close. We're really close to this deer. I should probably prone. We're gonna prone for here for a second. Give out a couple more calls. He should be attracted. I think he's right here. Yeah, he should be. He should be in that 150 meters if I'm thinking about this call right. I can actually go ahead and tell you. I think it should tell us under our equipment right here. Information. No, it does not. Gosh dang it. Why would it? It'd be too helpful. It would be too easy. Well, it's gonna take him a minute. But my biggest thing is, I guess I can see if he kind of tries to sneak out the way he's going. Where did you go, bugger? I really don't see any other spot to get to. It's quiet. Beautiful. It's calm. I can always try to crawl that way, but we've seen his rack on the opposite side of that hill. But it doesn't mean that he didn't stop walking. He could have kept walking, and all the distance that we closed on him, he just advanced and kept moving. I'm just happy we found a whitetail buck. I'm just very, very happy. We just got to remember, we got to identify 3 tracks from him. So I'm going to play it kind of aggressive. I'm going to go ahead and move up. We're just going to use our sound. There's a pig. We're definitely going to want to see where that thing's at. Okay, so he's kind of behind us on an angle. That will definitely ruin your hunt. If he walks up on you, you're busted. Everything's bye-bye. And I'm not liking this with that hill. I'm just gonna go kind of straight in this direction. I think he's over here. So we're gonna kind of do like a swing. We're gonna kind of swing out a little bit. And kind of wait and listen, because if he is attracted, he's gonna be going to that spot. And while he's coming across our path, while we look that way, we should definitely get a broadside shot. But we got to be careful about how much we stand up. I still don't see any horns. It's not looking like he got attracted to that call. Do we risk it? I think we're gonna risk it. I'm gonna push right to the top of this hill. I don't think in my honest opinion, and if this deer boogers off, it's on me, but I don't think I hit him. I don't think he was close enough to get attracted. I really don't think he was. But as long as we stay prone, I believe we can get pretty close to him, and we should start hearing him. Listening in the game is a huge thing when it comes to spot and stalks and starting off in the game. Learn the audio, learn the footsteps, learn the spook sound. Like I said, that rabbit, you heard it take off, and I knew it was a rabbit taking off. It's just more experience, more times spooking animals, making little mistakes to kick them up. You'll learn it, trust me, you guys. But I really want to get this buck, you guys. I really do. A mule deer buck, a whitetail buck. Pick up a bunch of missions to go ahead and launch a great second episode after this. You can't get any better than that. But I just do not think he was attracted. I did not hear him spook. My game's pretty loud in my ears. Turned it up a little here. I might have to alter some audio in the editing software itself. I turned on my microphone so it's not bouncing off the red in the recording and stuff. Oh, he's right there. He's close. Yeah, this ain't good. We may have messed up, like pushing up on top of this hill. But then again, he might not be attracted to the call. Oh, I can see through the grass right here. We're gonna want to get, yep, right here. I can somewhat see he's on the backside of this hill. This is bad. He's right here. That's a bigger buck than I thought. Yeah, he's a lot bigger than what I thought he was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 point. Holy cow. I'm not sure if he was reacting to the call or not, but I do know bigger animals act different in this game. The higher scoring animals do act different. I'm just kind of curious now. He's down right over. Let's go ahead and ping him on our map so we don't lose this thing. Right here. So binoculars, and you can left click and it goes and puts a ping on it on your hunter mate and your map, so you know. And we need to go ahead and collect some tracks from this thing. But I think he came across, like, I think he was doing a big loop. So I think he may have came in if we would have had more patience. Yeah, right here's another track. They're super spaced out. He was way farther. He was a lot farther than what I thought he was when we first seen him. Yeah, he was a lot farther. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. He was a lot. Wow. Was this the one I just grabbed? No, it wasn't. No, that's him roaming this way. So he actually, you know what? He really was not that far. Yeah, I don't think he was that far. No, I think we spotted him right about here. And I think the only reason we spotted him was because we're up on the hill a little bit. All right, so we got our 3 tracks. Let's go and get our 12-point whitetail buck. So we got our mule deer, a beautiful mule deer buck. Now we got a beautiful whitetail buck for the first episode of the Rookie Hunter. You can't ask for anything better, you guys. I think we're already off to a better start than the first one. just in the sense of finding a whitetail buck, because I believe we shot a doe to go ahead and complete this mission off. So here he is. Let's see, any deductions that are noticeable? Nothing really. It looks pretty symmetrical, to be honest. Yeah, he's close. I'm gonna say 130s. 130. 127.4. A little smaller than I thought. So we got right lung, liver, and stomach for 65 GMs. We're gonna get one more trophy shot with another buck here. Let's go ahead and get a decent one here, you guys. Got the achievement, a whitetail buck. Nice. Move my guy out of the way here. Let's go ahead and grab him. Move my guy out of the way. Pick him up. Drag your butt over. Rotate you. Grab your rack. Pull your butt back. Grab your head. No. All right. It's not the greatest one, but it'll work. Not the greatest one. He was being very difficult because I had to flip him a 360 and everything else like that. But that should go ahead and round out our first 3 missions so far. So now that we got all that completed, we're gonna go ahead and just back out or hit escape, hit quit game. And if you guys actually want, you can go ahead and keep hunting, and you can actually alt tab out to go back to the hunter screen. But we'll wait to do that in the later missions, just because I want to make sure on this one, at least for the first 3, you can go ahead and have that option in the future. So we're gonna go ahead and quit out the game, and then we're gonna go back to the main page. Hopefully, if it allows me to do it this time. Yeah, it did. So that's not bad at all. We're back here. Done hunting for now. View hunting stats. You can actually view all your previous hunts on anybody's stuff like that. So you can go ahead and see we got 2 bucks, a 153 mule deer, and a 127 whitetail buck itself. So fine and dandy. That should go ahead and give us some hunter score also, or your high score score. Let's go ahead and refresh. So no, it didn't. Your hunter score hasn't changed. So if you guys want to go ahead and refresh the hunter page, you hit the hunter classic thing here, and it'll refresh everything on the loading screen area. So we got 71 GMs, which I think is kind of behind maybe, but we'll give it a chance to update. So now that everything's done, we went back to the dashboard. We're gonna go ahead and click our missions and go back to the regular missions, and that should actually unlock a lot more. Yep, so that unlocks our missions now. So now we have all of our missions unlocked. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it. No, we're gonna go ahead. Let's just go ahead, and our next episode we're gonna be on Loggers Point again. More than likely going after the whitetail and mule deers again, just because it's pretty easy, pretty fast to go ahead and complete those missions. So like I said, you can always go to reserves, hit Loggers Point, and it'll pull up all the available options. So call me, identify a pheasant call, spot a pheasant. Not too hard. They're actually very common to actually find. I spy, spot a coyote. That one will be a little bit more difficult just because they're so fast and we don't have any calls to get them closer. So first mule deer, harvest your mule deer buck, which wish we had had that last time. And then hop to it, spot a cottontail, ID tracks or droppings, spot on Settlers Creek. I'm gonna wait. I'm not doing that right now. I know some people are gonna be like, well, you can do the one on Loggers Point, then go to Settlers Creek and do that one. We're not doing that one right now. Along with on the matter of pigs, I'm not focused on exploring the map and doing multiple stuff like that. I personally recommend sitting down doing mule deer and whitetail missions as far as you can to maximize your profit, along with rabbit and pheasant missions if you choose to do those. But just remember, because we are using rifles and shotguns, it's going to impact how you do the mule deer and the whitetail missions, because if you're chasing pheasants and whitetail, you'll spook everything else like that, or pheasants and cottontail. Just you gotta be smart about it. You just gotta be smart. Sustainability, harvest nope, we're not doing that one yet. Not quite yet. Take your pick, harvest one animal longer. You see, we don't have the bow, so there's no reason to pick these up, you guys. We do not have those weapons. Take an 8-point. That one's easy. We can do that one. Harvest a mule deer. So we need to shoot 2 mule deers with 243 ammo, which is not that bad. Locate 5 sets of tracks from one of the same mule deers. Like I said, you guys, you always can harvest that animal and retrace their steps like we did on that whitetail to go ahead and complete that mission. So everything's kind of leaning more towards going after the mule deer. I gotta get a buck, mule deer buck. Just need to shoot 2 mule deers with 243 and find some tracks, and then even find a 8-point buck for the whitetail, which is not bad. I really don't think we're off to that bad of a start. And oh, and our GMs just refreshed right there, 436 GMs. We're not going to kind of look at the store. Oh, look, let's just take a peek. Let's see what's on sale for the weekend. So we're not even close to being able to afford that. Maybe a couple thousand more. Can't afford any of this, you guys. So they do sales. I believe there's a midweek sale and then a weekend sale where they put stuff on sale like that. The EMs is in-game money. $5 gets you 500 EMs. But we're doing a free, kind of a free, we're doing a free to play Rookie Hunter series here. Back in the day, it used to be very tempting to get the EMs because they also, you had to buy a membership, but you could buy memberships to get EMs and bonus gear, which I actually have quite a few of the bundles on my other account, but it's no longer like that. Let's go ahead and take a real quick peek at the ammo tab here. Let's go 243. We shot our 243 twice and it did not give it to us. Okay, so this is something that's changed. They start you off with 30 rounds of 243, and before those rounds actually replenished, so you could use the 243 as much as you want. You want to go bird hunting, use any of the 12 gauge bird shot, and no matter what, they gave it back to you. But that has changed, so we're gonna have to keep that in mind, you guys. So we're down to 28 bullets. So I'm really hoping that those 28 bullets will actually get us pretty far without having to make our first purchase on the store. I think that's kind of where we're going to go ahead and lead things or end things off. The next time, where I definitely think we're going to be hitting the Loggers Point, we'll go ahead and get more in detailed about a couple of the maps and stuff like that. But just kind of get our toes wet. We did a tutorial. We learned about missions. We went ahead and got our first group of missions out of the way. And then now we have actually unlocked all the missions on the game to go ahead and start. And like I said, if you guys want to explore a different map, let's say we want to go to Bushrangers Run, which Bushrangers Run, I believe we can almost shoot everything but the feral hog, maybe the axis deer. I think we should be able to shoot the axis deer. We should be able to shoot the axis deer. Let's see, axis deer. Yeah, we can shoot that. So if we really wanted to, we could hit Bushrangers Run next and go ahead and go to the mission tab to change things up. Let's go to the missions and then go ahead and hit Bushrangers Run right here and filter, and it'll go ahead and show us all the missions that are available for that, which we're not worried about, like something like this. ID tracks from the rabbit, which the rabbits are in holes on that one, which isn't too bad. Then find some red fox. 3 clues of the axis deer, more rabbit stuff, and find some kangaroo. So there is options if you guys just don't want to sit down and do Loggers Point. But in my opinion, I think the whitetail and mule deer missions on Loggers Point do go by faster, because once you kind of play the map enough, you kind of get a good understanding of what kind of area that what species you are hunting is in. So I'm just rambling on and on and on. We're gonna go ahead and end things off right there, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching to this point. I really can't wait for doing this series again, kind of going into the end of 2022 and a fresh start in 2023. I really hope to see them actually adding more to the Hunter Classic. I know we've been getting some updates and they've reworked the whole missions, which is awesome. Daily missions now, which is awesome. And I really hope that they keep pushing for the free-to-play hunters to go ahead and get them more money and that kind of stuff. I know there's some other stuff I've missed, competitions and stuff like that, but we'll maybe cover that when we get in a slower episode. It's really, you can, but maybe we'll kick things off with competitions and leaderboards and stuff like that on the next episode, you guys. But like I said, I keep rambling on and on and on. I really hope you guys did enjoy this first episode of Rookie Hunter, kind of like season 2. If you guys did, smash that like button, comment down below where you want to see me hunt next. After the second episode, all the comments are going to be pushed back. At the end of every video, I want to see where you guys want me to hunt next. So with that being said, let's say you guys say Bushrangers Run. Well, after the Loggers Point episode, Bushrangers Run will come. Then at the Loggers episode, you'll tell me White Rime Ridge, and then after Bushrangers, White Rime Ridge will come in. So let's just go like that. Try to get some likes on the video, get some views, you guys. Keep my channel going. I really appreciate it. I've missed you guys all so much. But like I said, you guys, We'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.